Movo has recently released an upgrade to one of their best budget to quality microphones, the Movo VXR10, coming in at $40. In the world of shotgun mics, it's almost unrivaled. But the Pro version, it's just $10 more than the original. Is it worth choosing or upgrading over? Let's find out. Hi, my name is Brandon and welcome to my channel. To clarify, I am in no way, shape, or form an audio guy, but since I do filmmaking, audio is still a very important aspect to the audience and me. Before we begin, let me say that I am actually using the VXR10 Pro at the current moment. Internal preamp set to -9. Also, never do auto audio levels. It'll sound like absolute poo-poo. So just remember that if you don't know. First off, let's go over what comes with the original and the Pro. In the original, it comes with a drawstring bag case, 2 audio wires, one for your phone and one for your camera, Movo's shock mount, the mic itself, and a dead cat. In the Pro, it instead comes with a tougher case and also sports zipper sleeves inside. Also comes with the same wires, one for your phone and one for your camera. A right coat shock mount, the mic itself, a foam cover, and a dead cat. And though not advertised on the official VXR10 page, there seems to be a foam cover inside the original's dead cat. I stuck my finger in there and I could feel it and tried to budge it out, but it just wasn't gonna work. Just thought I'd mention this so no one's misled thinking the original only came with a dead cat. Switched over to the original, so you're listening to that now. So there are quite a few differences here. One's worth noting the most is the shock mount and the new port in the back of the microphone. The original's was far too stiff and most of the time felt like it couldn't do what a shock mount should do. While on the other hand, the right coat had a little more flex to it and was definitely more forgiving when moving around. I had to mention this because when reviewing over old vlog footage, the handling noise was very prevalent and you would hear it every so often. So far, no issues with the new mount, and rightfully so, because when you're looking at Rycote's history, they've worked with reputable brands, so I trust them too. Good move on you, Movo. I'm seriously glad this came with the Pro. Alrighty, so now for the new port here on the back of the Pro. As you can see, there's a picture of a headset there. Now, some of you might think that this is a port to monitor your audio live, and that is false. That is not what it's for. So the purpose of this is quite opposite. So you know how when you're recording on your phone, you only have one audio jack to either only listen or speak to? That is what the purpose is served here. So when you're done recording with this, you don't have to unplug it. Instead, you could just plug in your headset or headphones into this and listen that way instead of listening through the speaker. So you have to keep unplugging and replugging and unplugging and replugging. That's what it's for. Any phone user, plus for you. Also wanted to note, for the differences, it may not matter to you, but the camera wire on the Pro version just doesn't look as clean or professional as the original one. And I know it's not a big deal, but you know, as camera people, we do somewhat care about the aesthetic, right? If you're wondering, yes, I tried using the old wire on the Pro, doesn't work. Now for some comparison tests. After showcasing various clips, we will then go over on what I think and the results. Without further ado, here they are.
Okay, that's fine. I'll keep my camera on all times.
I don't know, vlogging with this lens right here, it's kind of too tight for my taste. I have the 10 to 18, but the problem is when I have it on here. Hey, Jimmy getting. Whoa. Just remember that when you're editing, Brandon. Movo Pro mic.
These shots are not good. They're too blurry. It's fine.
Yeah, because you see with this lens, even when I hold out, because I got short arms, it's still tight. Like, it's not as wide as it. All right, another mic test. This is the original Movo, pointed towards me, my buddy Jimmy over here. Oh, and it just fell off. That's great. We're keeping that in. It's staying in. It is staying in. Okay, so original.
We're doing it
mic.
live.
Original Movo mic here. How does it sound? Vlogging test. We're walking. Car passing up top on the 24mm lens, so it's pretty tight, but camera's still fairly close to me vlogging distance wise. How does the original microphone sound?
This really does look like a ruin or something.
I know, right? It looks like we're not even at a park. We're just like, looks like we're in one of those Southeast Asian countries.
Mayan pyramids.
Or that too. Yeah.
So if you see here along the lines, you could tell that the markings are from 480 BC.
Okay. Fourth attempt. I'm not going to show the other ones in the video, but this is the original Movo mic, the first version. What does it sound like? The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. I'm about to switch to the Movo Pro, the upgrade to this one. But before we switch to that, let me bring my friend Jimmy in here to explain why he was telling why I should have stuck with Canon instead of switching to Fuji. Tell him what you got to say, Jimmy.
I just feel sorry for you. Fuji's color science is not the best. On top of that, this is like his 4th or 5th time attempting to record this clip. And literally, the first time he was out of focus. The second time, he forgot to put in the microphone. So technically, it's the microphone part is the user error. The second part of the autofocus is Fuji. I'm sorry. Canon for life. Oh, Canon, sponsor me.
All right, we now switch to the Movo Pro, the upgrade of the original Movo microphone. How does this one sound compared to the last one? We're in a it's very light winds. You probably might hear it in the background. We're next to a river over here at a park. A cloudy day, not too busy on the streets, not too crowded of an area. We got a car passing by. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. How did that line sound? And if you saw the last clip, my friend Jimmy was trying to explain why I should have stuck with Canon instead of going over to Fuji. But I'm going to tell you guys why I switched over to Fuji. It's because of the Eterna profile I'm using right now. Okay, well, that's not mainly it, but the crispiness, the 4K. If the autofocus was just slightly better on Fuji, I would have been way more happier with this purchase, but still, for what I do, I felt like it was a worthy upgrade for the 4K, for the 4K 60, and it just looks just right at times when you're doing this, and at times it could just look just right when you're using that manual focus. Other than that, how does it sound? It's not even a camera review, it's a microphone review. So keep that in mind. Movo Pro. Movo Pro at a running waterfall. So what does the ambiance sound like? I'm gonna set y'all down here while I take a photo of my buddy Jimmy over there. And then I'll switch to the original Movo and y'all can compare what the background sounds like, running water.
Put the cup thing on. You want a picture too?
Huh?
You want a picture too?
Sure. Well, let me switch this over here. Alrighty, switch to the original Movo. Next to the waterfall, My buddy Jimmy over there. I don't know if you can see him. He's shooting some photos. I set the camera at the same spot of where it was before. I just pointed it more this way towards me and Jimmy. So sorry, I apologize if the last shot didn't have us in it, but this is what it sounds like next to a waterfall.
Okay, we gotta bookmark this place, so next time I come back, we take more shots here.
Which one did you like this idea?
No, it's pretty good.
The back, did you like the back one better? Or did you like This is a phone test. This is the Movo VXR10 original. Testing 1, 2, 3. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. This is the phone test on the Movo VXR10 Pro. Testing 1, 2, 3. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Quick side note, this is a stereo mic, so sound records from both sides. But know when you're recording on your phone, it comes out mono. Though that is common when it comes to phone recording, just thought I'd throw that in. So, what did you think? Remember, only internal preamps were affected. No post-processing, just the audio straight from the microphone. From my results, they are pretty similar, but if you listen very closely, there are definitely some subtle changes. From the get-go, the original is louder and retains a little more bass in its sounds. Overall, still a very good budget-friendly vlogging shotgun microphone. I wanted to do these tests myself just to ensure that my purchase wasn't for nothing. Because frankly, if these microphones were exactly the same, then I would have lost out on $50. But this isn't the case, because as you hear throughout the test, though it is quieter, the Pro handled voices way better. What I mean by this is whenever the Pro would pick up voices, it would condense them. Unlike the original, overall it just sounded very hot, and with the Pro, it would shave off that hotness. Even in the phone tests, you can hear that bass and that heat in my voice in the original. For $10 more, I definitely say that this is worthy of picking up, especially if you're looking to upgrade from internal audio for your vlogging lifestyle. Oh yeah, you know I'm gonna say it again. Internal audio is terrible. Now, before someone comes in here and writes,
"Well, Brandon, you know you could just edit your audio in post instead of buying a whole new microphone, right?"
wrong. Do you even remember what I said earlier? I am in no way, shape, or form an audio guy. Being able to skip that step and not having to worry about being an audio surgeon, which I'm not, during post, is definitely worth the upgrade. Now that is not to discredit the original. In fact, it did awesome for its time and even competed well against Rode's Video Micro. And no, I am not getting rid of this guy just yet. It still has an awesome form factor, and in case I need it for backup or enhanced audio from my other cameras, I got it right here. Which one did you prefer? And if you are a current VXR10 owner, would you be looking to upgrade to the Pro model? Leave them down in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up. If not, and you were just like, bro, this video sucked, then leave me a thumbs down. And before you leave, quick shout out to my buddy Jimmy. Thanks for tagging along with me for this video. And no one bully him, we were just joking around about the camera stuff. If you want to check him out, he also has a tech channel, so he does product stuff like this. If you're interested, I'll leave his stuff somewhere in the description or down in the comments below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.